Your boy, Henny the Moore, report live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? And hey, welcome to my edition of Let's Talk Numbers. I am the numbers guy. So we're going to talk about the numbers around Tyron Smith new contract. And while it was stupid, it was stupid. I almost cussed, but it was stupid for the Dallas Cowboys not to give him the same deal that the New York Jets gave. We're going to talk about the Dak Prescott restructure, what that looks like, what that means, what the Dallas Cowboys can do with his contract, and what is going to be the penalty down the line. Because remember, restructures don't mean he's taking a pay cut. It just means you're going to move the money down the line. So there will be future repercussions for, doing something to Dak Prescott's contract or letting him walk. We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about the Dallas Cowboys' current cap situation. Because they do got a little bit of more money, and we'll go over the other scenarios, how they can get some more money. And we'll also talk about the breaking news of our boy Jonathan Hankins no longer going to be in Dallas, putting on this star, man. We did lose him to Seattle. So we got a bunch to talk about, man. But before I get too far ahead of myself, man, and we dive in first to this content, y'all know the usual rules and regulations when y'all tap in with your independent content creators, man. First and foremost, when we go live, the first thing we need you to do is to hit that like button, man. The more likes that we get on these videos, the more that it helps the algorithm out. So that means, hey, if it got 500, 600, 700 likes on the video, YouTube's going to push that video more than a video that got like 5 likes or 6 likes or 7 likes, right? So if you want the liquor store to continue to grow and prosper, if you want your boy Henny to do well, you want to succeed and excel in this space, hit that like button, man. It goes a very, very, very long way in helping your boy out, man. Also, after you hit that like button, man, the very next thing I need y'all to do is to hit that share button. Because first and foremost, man, sharing is caring. Your mama, your auntie, your granny, your big cousin, big sister, somebody down the line done told you that. And secondly, we also believe in manifestation inside the liquor store. Now, we're trying to manifest title number 6, man. It don't look too good right now because we losing everybody and their mama. Like, we down another starter. It looks crazy right now. But because of all that, the Dallas Cowboys definitely need some positive energy in the atmosphere. So, hey, if you want the Dallas Cowboys to win title number 6 in 2024, I need y'all to share the content 6 times. I need you to drop 6 emojis. So you can put 6 shot glasses in the chat box. This is the liquor store. Y'all can put, like my boy Rico Jones did. Rico Jones is helping us practice manifestation in the liquor store. My boy Big Benny Rich is also helping us practice manifestation inside the liquor store. My boy Bruce got the sausage juice, got 6 running men in the building, man. He running through the dope. So, yeah, if you want the Dallas Cowboys to win title number 6, in 2024, share the content 6 times, drop 6 emojis. And, man, when I tell you to share the content, you ain't even got to like them folks if you share the content, too. You ain't got to like them. There could be that one cousin who don't take baths. You see them, you love them, but, you don't hug them because they smell some kind of way. They smell like outside and the bottom of a porta potty. Right, it could be that cousin. It could be that one dude that used to hate on you in high school. It could be anybody. Share the content 6 times and drop 6 emojis to help the Dallas Cowboys manifest that 6th championship in 2024. My boy Jordan Wood said 2026, so our roster looks crazy now. I know, bro. Hey, shout out to my boy Numbhead Neil in the building, man. The serial slapper has arrived. He said, "What up, Henny? I slapped up the Joneses 2,000 times for their lack of common sense and in honor of your subs numbers, man." Hey, I'm glad you said that, man. Because we're still celebrating the goal of reaching 2,000 subs in the liquor store. If you didn't know, we're actually a little bit higher than this now. We're over 2,000 subs in the liquor store now because more folks done subscribed since I took this screenshot. And I want to take the time out to say thank you to everybody that's been showing love. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting your boy. And thank you to everybody that's in the building right now, man. None of this would be possible without y'all. I just want to, just throw that out there again in case y'all missed the show yesterday. So, hey, I appreciate y'all for everything, man. My boy, them boy 77 with the six thumbtacks, man. Thank you. My boy DC for Life Texas said, let's freaking go. Cowboys love number 6. And they dropped the 6 hearts with it, man. Let's get it. Ricky Scott. My boy Numhead Neil with the 6 on because he slapped up Jared Jones and Stephen Jones 6 times. Johnny Wood said, congratulations. Well deserved. Appreciate it. Robert Smith said, congrats, Henny. Ricky Scott with the 6 shot glasses. Salute to you. Hey, Israel, I'll never forget y'all, man. I said I'll never forget the folks to help keep the lights on in the liquor store, man. I appreciate all y'all for everything y'all do, man. Real talk. Real talk. I appreciate y'all for everything. I appreciate y'all for watching, tuning in, subbing, sharing. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Real talk. But yeah, man, make sure y'all hit that like, make sure y'all hit that share, and make sure y'all slap the shit out of Stephen Jones, man. I usually say to slap the shit out of Eagles fan or a Giants fan or whatnot, but yet again, we have another premium free agent leaving us for nothing, and Stephen Jones is the culprit. Because hey, you had money, you could have re-signed our boy, and you let him walk. So hey, he's the biggest op right now. So if y'all are able to slap the dog shit out of Stephen Jones, I will be able to give you half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And we got exactly what you need to succeed over here, man. We got cow burritos, we got gin, we got hen, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in with your boy, Henny the Moore, and come get drunk in the liquor store. This Wi-Fi must be trying to get me, man. Wi-Fi must be trying to get your boy, but I'm still here holding on, persevering, man. Still here holding on, persevering. One last thing, then we'll get into the content, man. Y'all know that we're still holding on to this raffle. This is the last of the Mohegans. This is it. This is all. This will be the last raffle that we have in the liquor store. Damn sure now, because they ain't trying to sign no free agents. And I'm not going to keep giving Jared Jones and my money, our money at that. So I ain't going to keep supporting them. So this is going to be the last raffle for a very long time until they show us something different. If you send $5 to the Cash App or the Super Chat, you will be entered for an opportunity to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey. We're going to run it all the way till April the 30th. So if you want to enter the final raffle, hit the Cash App or the Super Chats, man. $5 a pop. You got all the way to April the 30th to do so. And now with all that out the way, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about this debacle that has happened with the Dallas Cowboys, allowing yet another starting player. Remember, Jonathan Hankins was a starter for the Dallas Cowboys. And he's gone now. So according to Mike Garofalo, I guess that's how you say the gentleman's name, the Seahawks are expected to sign veteran defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins. Source says Hankins was in for a visit with the team today. So yes, you have lost yet another starting player on your defense. And I want y'all to remember this about Jonathan Hankins, because to my surprise, there are a lot of people that don't really understand how well Jonathan Hankins played for you. Disregard, he said Jonathan Hankins' YouTube numbers going to drop not being a Cowboy, which is very true. He even said so himself. Like his numbers and stuff really took off when he joined the Dallas Cowboys, because he's had a podcast for a while. So yeah, man, people be forgetting. Like, I'm not saying that we lost DJ Reader. I'm not saying that we lost Sheldon Rankins. I'm not saying that we lost one of these premier defensive tackles. But Jonathan Hankins was hands down your best interior defensive lineman. And shout out to the brother Professor O for this stat. I knew this stat. I had to go back and track it down. But the Dallas Cowboys were damn near an entire yard better when Jonathan Hankins was on the field. That's over 2 feet of improvement. And this in football is a game of inches. It's a game of inches. Would you rather a team average 5 yards against you or 4 yards against you? Or would you rather a team average 4 yards against you or 3 yards against you? And that was the difference that Jonathan Hankins was making on the defensive line. You were a damn near a yard better against the run when he was out there. Because right now, let's just go through the list. Like my boy Danny said. Our starting defensive tackle, Osa, Mozzie, Charles, Golston, Carl. Ugh. Man, hold on. I gotta play a sound effect for that one. Hold on. I gotta play a sound effect for that one. Cause that's ugly.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, my boy said only hoes getting filled is glory hole, man. Yeah, that's ugly, man. That shit is ugly. And listen, folks keep trying to tell me Henny is March. Give them time. Give them time. You don't know what they're finna do, Henny. Man, shut the fuck up with all that, man. Shut the fuck up with all that, man. Like, I know it's March. I also got 2 eyes, and I keep a lookout for all the free agent signings. I've already seen that. I already seen DJ Reader get signed. I already seen Sheldon Rankins get signed. I saw Ashawn Robinson get signed. I've seen all these good interior one techs get signed and find new homes and get contracts. And I'm supposed to believe everything's going to be fine just because it's March? The Dallas Cowboys are the only team sitting up here with the thumbs up their ass, waiting for stuff to happen. All these other teams are signing free agents and making their team better. That's pretty much the gist of it right now. We talk about it's only March. What did that got to do with anything? What did that have to do with anything? Because it's not the fact, that we're losing free agents. It's the fact you're not replacing free agents with better free agents. Because you waited to address this situation, because you waited to go out there and try and sign another player, you're going to get either a worse player than what you had or somebody that's around the same. You're not going to get better waiting to sign a free agent. The only way now you could possibly get better is to trade for somebody. Because the guys on the open market are not that right now. So maybe they do some shit. Maybe they do like they did with Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks, and they can trade a low round pick for a veteran player, that's better than what we have. But still, the point is to improve your team in free agency and not to rely on the damn draft. Right? And I think that's part of the issue. Everybody is so content with us drafting good and playing those draft picks that they forget that formula has not won us shit in 17 years. So why would I want to keep doing that? Why would I want to keep, oh man, we're going to win 10 games, 11 games, 12 games. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm trying to win multiple playoff games. I'm trying to win a championship. I don't care about winning 9, 10, 11, 12 wins, dog. And that's what happens when you wait. When you wait, you can't build your team up to get over the hump. Because as of right now, March the 19th, 2024, you have a worse team than what got blew out in the playoffs. Like the team that got blew out by the Green Bay Packers, in the postseason last year was better than this team you got. So why the hell do I think it's going to be different results? Why would I believe it's going to be different results this year when your current iteration of your team right now is not better than the iteration of the team that you fielded last year? And folks saying it's March, tell me the name of the free agent that's going to come in here and improve your team right now. Because remember, you waited. So those people that could have did that for you, they're gone. You're going to sign another minimal veteran player to come in and play a role for you. You're going to sign some over-the-hill linebackers. You're going to sign some over-the-hill defensive tackles. So I don't get it. Because this ain't the winning formula. Yeah, and I'm seeing that Stephon Gilmore could be on the way out too. So I don't know. Like, folks are content with being a 10, 11, 12 win team and losing in the first round or losing in the second round. And I'm not. Because remember, I already told y'all, I said this out my mouth on this platform. If the Dallas Cowboys don't fix their team in free agency, I am out on this team being a contender. And I stand by that shit. Don't let these folks make you feel bad because you ain't no dick rider. Y'all can see what's going on. Y'all got eyes. Y'all know this shit don't look good. Don't let them try to bully you into being positive. Fuck them. You seen what you seen and you know what you know. And that's the problem with some people, man. Some people can't keep it real. Some people just want to dick ride the Dallas Cowboys in the front office like they do no wrong. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm sorry. When you're messing up, you're messing up. And I'm going to say it. You're messing up. You're screwing us out of a chance to be competitive and to win a championship. And it's not even April. Because guess what? You can't lose the Super Bowl. I mean, you can't win the Super Bowl in March, but you can damn sure lose it. You can't win the Super Bowl in March, but you can damn sure lose it. Exactly. They're not serious about that, man. So I don't know why these folks are acting like we're the bad people. We're the bad guys that we're not sipping on the Kool-Aid, right? We're the bad guys because we're not drinking the Kool-Aid, right? We're the bad guys because we ain't no Kool-Aid sippers. Nah, fuck all that. The team, if it look like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. And the Dallas Cowboys roster right now is a duck, a lame duck at that. You were already 16th. You were already 16th in run defense. And guess what? You lost your best interior run defender. So you're supposed to be better now, right? You're supposed to be a better team now that you lost your best interior run defender. No, you're not. You're not. So they gotta stop this stuff, man. There's a difference between being optimistic and delusional. And some folks are delusional at this point. They're delusional. Hey, shout out to my boy Dwayne Brown in the building, man. I see you. Brian Bradford, Tariq Salim, Miss Regina Green. Everybody just now coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Make sure y'all slap the shit out Stephen Jones. And make sure y'all hit that cash app or that super chat for opportunity to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey, man. Or if you just want to show your boy some love for that 2,000 sub thing, you can also do that. But let's continue though, man. Said we don't need Gilmore. We need better than Gilmore. No disrespect. He coming off the scheme changing in the playoffs surgery. And that's the thing though. Because right now, how can the Dallas Cowboys get better than Stephon Gilmore? Who's the free agent corner that's better than what Stephon Gilmore was last year? Who is it? And I'm not, and I'm not being, jaded towards you or anything. I'm just saying because the Dallas Cowboys waited, because your mindset is right. The Dallas Cowboys should always look to improve every position that they humanly can. Any position that's realistically improvable at, you should be looking at trying to assess that and get better at that area. So yes, if you had went out shopping for a corner earlier in free agency, there was a very good opportunity for you to get a better corner than what you had in Stephon Gilmore. But because you waited, he's not there. He's not there. Just like in free agency, I wanted us to go and get DJ Reader. I was up here talking about DJ Reader on multiple shows, talking about how I felt he would be a great fit for the Dallas Cowboys, right? Great fit for the Dallas Cowboys. Top 10 and stopping the run. Dallas Cowboys needed help stopping the run, and they chose not to sign him. Yeah, I know, man. Something going on with the Wi-Fi over here. I'm gonna have to call them and work it out, but we're gonna push through it and persevere, man. Hopefully it syncs back up in a little bit. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, man. Like, we want to get better, but it's hard. You can't really get better veteran players waiting in free agency. They're gone. They're signing contracts. They're not waiting around for the Dallas Cowboys. Like, they're not. They're not. It's not even that compelling to come over here and play for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have won 4 playoff games in almost 30 years. What are you trying to sell them on? Like, teams aren't just taking discounts to play with the Dallas Cowboys because they're the Dallas Cowboys. They're not. They'll take a discount to go play with the Chiefs. Like, I saw where Hollywood Brown took less money to go play with Patrick Mahomes. They're winning championships. That makes sense, though, right? Why would I take a pay cut to come play for you, Jerry Jones? Why would I take a pay cut to come play for the Dallas Cowboys, who we all know currently is probably going to get bounced in the first round or the second round with the way that you are currently constructed? But you still have not went out there and filled those holes. And listen, Jacob Lee Master, you were never going to be able to fill all those holes that you had in the draft anyway. He said Steven messing with it. Yeah. He probably is. It's Hey Nash. This Hey Nash probably is messing with the Wi-Fi, man. And that's the thing. You only got three top 100 picks. It's not like you got multiple second round picks or multiple third round picks or multiple first. After you pick in the third, you don't pick again to the 5th round. Like, what are we doing? Like, you're not going to be. You mean to tell me even if they draft people, you got more guys in the back half of the draft than you do at the top in the top rounds. You got a 1st round pick, a 2nd round pick, and a 3rd round pick. You got multiple 5th round picks and multiple 7th round picks. Like, most of the guys you can get, you have more guys at the back end of the draft being drafted this year for Dallas than you will at the front. So how the hell are you supposed to fill out your roster with that? How? Don't make sense, do it. So yeah, you were never really gonna be able to do that no damn way. But let's move along, man. Let's move along to this one. And this is something that's nerve-wracking, stressful. I got all kind of words for this one right here, man. Like, this one just takes the damn cake. The Cowboys themselves said they identified the run game and the run defense as 2 key factors they want to improve in 2024. I'm not even going to read the rest of that. I'm just going to read that first part again for everybody. I just want to read that first part again for everybody. That's what's blowing my mind right now. They know in order to be better, they need to stop the run and be able to run the football. But despite knowing that, they let their leading rusher leave. They got rid of 2 offensive linemen because you lost Tyron Smith and you lost Tyler Biotis. You got rid of 2 of your prominent defensive ends. You got rid of Dorrance Armstrong, you got rid of Dante Fowler, and now you lost your starting nose tackle and your best interior defender in Jonathan Hankins. And you also lost LBE to retirement. And you'll probably be losing Stephon Gilmore to another team. So this is my thing. They know what they need to fix because they're on record on saying what they need to fix. But all the moves they made have made those positions worse. They made it worse. So let me ask you a question. They let Tony Pollard walk, and they brought back Rico Dowd. Rico Dowd has under 100 career carries. Right, he had under 100 career carries. You know who else on the Dallas Cowboys has under 100 career carries? Hunter Lukey, Deuce Vaughn, Malik Davis, Snoop Connor. Every running back on the Dallas Cowboy team has under 100 career carries. So not only are they Like, this is probably the most inexperienced running back room in the National Football League as of right now. And what you gonna say? What you gonna say to them being inexperienced? You gonna draft a rookie who has 0 fucking snaps in the NFL? That's not gonna help you with that ain't gonna help you at all in terms of that, are you? Are you? Are you? Come on now. Yeah, Dak Prescott has more career carries than all your running backs. He might have more career carries than all of them combined. So yeah, man, I'm hurt. Like, listen, I know there's still time. Hell, they might do something crazy. They might make some trades out the blue and save the day. They might trade away some future picks and future assets to get good players, right? They might package those comp picks and get good value for them and get a good veteran player to come in and help us at the defensive tackle or the linebacker spot or something along those lines, right? That's still possible. That is still possible. It's just not likely given the track record of the Dallas Cowboys. They just really don't do it. They just don't do it. So that's why I'm concerned, man. That's why I'm concerned. The Dallas Cowboys do not normally do well in trying to trade for people. That's why I felt like they were moving in a different direction when they made the trade for Stephon Gilmore and they made the trade for Brandon Cooks. Right? They don't usually trade for nobody. But it still looks like it still looks like they're being ultra conservative. We like our guys to an extent, kind of bullshit. Moneyball roster ass team. With my damn nerves. All right. But anyway, man. Anyway, dog. Let's talk about it. Yeah, we need a real GM, short dog. We need a real GM, bro. Because at this rate, man. Woo, I don't know. Cynthia said they expecting for Dak to run the ball too, shaking my head. We are getting worse as the days go on. We are. And nobody that has common sense can tell you that you're not a worse team as of today, than you were when you started the season. Only thing they can say is March. Fuck you. I know it's March, bitch. I got a calendar. I know what day it is. I know what month it is. I also know the free agency market. I also know the track record of this front office. So no, you don't have to remind me all the fucking time that it's March. Because nigga, I know it's March. Do you know that there's barely anybody left to sign to help you where you need to be helped at? There's barely any linebackers left. There's barely any defensive tackles left. You let the running back market completely dry up. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Shit. Motherfucker, like it's March. I'm gonna march a foot up your ass. You keep talking about some March. It's March. Shut up, nigga. Goofy ass. Talk about some March. Fuck wrong with niggas, man. Anyway, let's bring up the contract of Dak Prescott. Because I had to go into that rant about how incompetent our front office is and how stupid some of the people in our community are. While that flamboyant dick riding of the front office that they be doing. But yeah, let's talk about Dak Prescott and that restructure, right? Because remember, this was not a typical restructure. What the Dallas Cowboys did is they added multiple dummy years to the back of this deal, and they spread some cap over it. So now Dak Prescott is only going to cost you $55.4 million this year instead of $59.4 million, right? So you did save a little bit of money by doing it this way. You did. You did a good job of saving some money. But he said it's spring. Yeah, dog. Like it's spring. It's spring. Like, oh no, it don't matter. It don't matter because it's not really about the time, right? It's not really about the time. It's not really about it being March. Like, you let everybody. It's just like going to the grocery store when you know it's going to be a tornado, right? You need to go to the grocery store and you need to get water, batteries, candles, flashlights, food, essentials, shit like that, right? If you wait till everybody ransack the shelves, they done fought over the water and they have fist fights for the packs of batteries and all that other stuff, you're gonna be left out there holding your dick when you get to the store. Cause guess what? You waited, right? You waited. The storm ain't hit yet, but it ain't stopped everybody else from rushing out and getting all the supplies for the storm. So because you waited, everybody else has beaten you out there to the store. The covers are bare. The shelves are bare. There's only one case of water left. Ain't no batteries left. Ain't no canned goods left. You're up. It's over with. And that's the issue right now. The storm is coming, and everybody else has prepared for the storm, except for the Dallas Cowboys. The storm is coming, and every other team in the NFL that already hit Walmart, that already hit Sam's, that already hit the dollar store, and they got the water, they got the food, they got the batteries, they got the candles. What the Dallas Cowboys supposed to do by the time they actually get to the store? How are they going to prepare for the storm now? Yeah, bro, like in COVID and everybody fought for the tissue paper. I remember that because I was great. Yeah, dog, but that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. It doesn't really matter that it's only March. The other teams have already went out there and then tore the covers up. They got all the product and everything. They done already hit the stores up. So by the time we get to the store, what the hell are we supposed to buy? And that's the point I'm trying to make to y'all. But I digress. In regards to Dak Prescott's contract, 55.4. But what that did do to you is you now have a cap hit for Dak Prescott of $40.4 million in 2025. Remember, Dak Prescott is not going to be under contract in 2025. He's not going to be under contract in 2025. So guess what? If Dak Prescott contract voids, right? If he walks and he void and the contract voids, no extension. Remember, what happens when a contract voids is all the cap hits on the voided years are going to hit that year, right? They're going to hit that year. So if a contract voids, you got to pay all those dummy years up front, right? So let me show you. Let me see if I got it pulled up here. Just in case y'all don't believe Henny, I took this from Over the Cap, since folks want to talk about Over the Cap like they know about Over the Cap. So void years. Sometimes teams add void years onto a contract in order to spread out the salary cap hit on the initial signing bonus. A void year is simply fake years on a contract just to spread out the signing bonus. But the player does not have a base salary for those years and are set to become a free agent once the contract voids. If a player has void years in their contract and they are not re-signed before the contract voids, all the remaining money from any void years gets transferred into the dead money for the next season. So what did that mean? It means if Dak Prescott walks, you will have to pay him that full $40 million up front, right? Because remember, he has a dead cap hit of 26.4 in 2025, a dead cap hit of $12 million in 2026, a dead cap hit of $1 million in 2027, and a dead cap hit of $1 million in 2028. So that additional $14 million that was spread over 2026, 2027, and 2028 would have to be paid out and would hit the cap in 2025. So if Dak Prescott was to walk, you would still have to pay him, or at least be on the hook of a cap hit of $40.4 million. So folks will talk about like the Quincy, my boy the Quincy was all, if you cut Dak, you save $29 million. You do. But you do know if you cut Dak, you can only spread dead cap numbers over 2 seasons. Right? This is pretty much the same thing with the voided years. So June 1st, right? A very important date in the NFL calendar when it comes to dealing with dead money, right? He said if you let Dak be a post June 1st cut, right, that you can say this, but let me tell you, that's not really what that means. If a player is cut or traded after June 1st, the remaining dead money can be spread over 2 seasons instead of 1. They want to spread it over 2 seasons, meaning if you cut Dak this year, you have a dead cap hit this year, but you got $40 million of dead money that you have to pay him next year. So it don't really help you. It don't help you to cut Dak Prescott. And I'm glad I waited to show y'all the numbers and show y'all what over the cap says about the procedures for cutting people and the procedure for voided years, so I could put it plain and day in black and white that it's not really what you think. It's not really what you think. Because remember, if you cut Dak Prescott post June 1st this year, you can spread the dead cap money over 2 years. So you'll have a dead cap hit of 26.4 this year, but you have to pay Dak Prescott or be on the hook for dead money of $40.4 million in 2025. Because remember, you still owe the dead money in 2026, 2027, and 2028. Cutting him June 1st of this year will accelerate debt till 2025. It will accelerate the dead money you owe to 2025 by cutting him. So guess what? For the folks that were acting like that was actually plausible and doable, stop listening to them. They probably ate crayons while they was in school. If you want to talk about the cap, talk to your boy Henny. If you want to talk about numbers, talk to your boy Henny. If you don't want your damn label director all off in the video, dancing in all the videos and shit, come to death row, boy. Come to death row. So nobody do numbers better than your boy Henny the Moore, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. My boy said the Dak haters better get used to Dak being here till at least 2027. Jones too cheap to take a dead money hit as high as $12 million, but they are dumb enough to do it. He said they're not getting a deal done, not yet, maybe not ever. If you don't believe me, check Romo's dead money. We'll see. But I don't think Romo's dead money was nowhere near as high as this. Romo's dead money was like 12 million. It was like 12, 13, 14 million, somewhere in that range. Dak Prescott dead money is going to be 40. Dak Prescott's dead money is going to be 40. Well, actually, it's going to be closer to 60. It's going to be closer to 60, the dead money. So, yeah. So, this would be the biggest amount of dead money the Dallas Cowboys have ever ate in franchise history. They were to let that happen. So I don't want y'all to even think that there's a real scenario where Dak Prescott gets cut. I don't want y'all to believe there's a real scenario where Dak Prescott really walks. Like, Dak Prescott is going to probably be a Dallas Cowboy. Queso said they want to see Lance first. Jerry mad because Dak beat out Romo. Jones took his son's chance at a championship. They're going to be very disappointed. Shout out to my brother Dwayne Brown for the $5 super. He said with Dak legal issues, the Joneses hoping the NFL get involved and suspend him for a few games just to see what they got in Trey Lance. Wait, and see. Well, this is the thing. I don't think Dak will get suspended for what's going on because he was the one that filed the lawsuit. He filed a lawsuit stating that he was being extorted. So they're gonna probably monitor it, but I don't believe that they'll get involved if they find that Dak Prescott is really the victim. But they can't really tarnish you or do anything to you for being the victim of a plot or a scheme. That would set a bad precedent for the NFL. Now, I know the Joneses hope there's something there, right? If you believe Dak Prescott is innocent, right, and he didn't do it, then the NFL probably will not be able to get involved. But if you believe there's some skeletons in that closet and there's something might come to light that might force a suspension, then you're damn right about that. You're damn right about that. They will want that. Yeah, no charges have been brought against Dak Prescott yet. The only people facing any kind of charge or lawsuit are the people that are allegedly trying to extort him. Because I'm just saying, you asked me for $100 million. You didn't ask me for justice. And because of that, he came to the police, want them to investigate it further. It doesn't look like he has much to hide, but they do want to sabotage that man if possible. It might get thrown out. As it should. As it should. So let me see if I got anything else in here. I'm so damn sad, bro. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I skipped over a bunch of shit. That's my bad. My blood pressure was up dealing with the Joneses and this debacle with Jonathan Hankins. We talked about the numbers around Dak Prescott and how you actually would have to eat $40 million of dead money next year if you were to cut him, right? And listen, the only reason I looked at it and brought this up is because there were people in the chat box saying that might be a viable option. It's not. Now that we broke the numbers down, that sound like something the Joneses would do. But anyway, let's talk about Tyron Smith and why the Dallas Cowboys are wrong for not getting this man a contract, man. Let me make sure this is the right one. All right. So this is the contract breakdown for our brother Tyron Smith, future Hall of Famer, future Ring of Honor, left tackle who left to go play in New York with Aaron Rodgers. So he will have $6.5 million guaranteed. So basically, it's a $6.5 million deal. It's a $6.5 million deal. Up to $5.75 million in first play time incentive. Up to $6.2 million in second play time incentive. $25,000 per playoff win with a max of $1 million. $500,000 Pro Bowl incentive. So it can max out at $20 million. It can max out at $20 million. But this is what I am going to say about this. No, because Queso, has the Dallas Cowboys told you out their mouths that Tyler Smith was the starting left tackle? Have they told you out their mouths that Tyler Smith will be the starting left tackle? We're assuming that, but they haven't said it. So you also have to wonder what they will do at left tackle. How do you know they don't want to play Austin Richards at left tackle? How do you know they don't want to draft a raw-ass rookie and put him at left tackle? We can't act like common sense is coming for the Dallas Cowboys. Because remember, Tyron Smith got hurt this year. And their resolution was to move Chuma Edoga to left tackle instead of kicking Tyler Smith out there. I'm begging them to put Tyler Smith at left tackle. But we also can't sit here and act like that's a foregone conclusion is what I'm saying. They've shown you Multiple times last year, they were unwilling to move Tyler Smith to the left tackle spot. And guess what? They put your quarterback and your season in jeopardy by not doing that. So just because Tyron Smith is gone does not necessarily mean they're going to do the right thing like Spike Lee and put Tyler Smith at left tackle. So that's why we got to talk about it. Because guess what? We could go into week 1 and Tyler Smith still the starting left guard. We could go into week 1 and Tyler Smith still the starting left guard. And now I am frantically hoping that they ain't got Asen Richards out there. I'm hoping they ain't got a raw rookie out there protecting my quarterback blind side. Said Tyron will be back in Dallas when he start practicing and get hurt. They'll just release. Listen, Tyron, we talk about injuries he didn't even have last year. The man played 13 of 17 possible games, was a Pro Bowler and a second-team All-Pro. Why would I want to take a flyer on a guy that was barely a starter in the NFL like Becton? Why would I want to take a flyer on Becton, who hasn't panned out like that? That's the question I want to ask y'all. I don't remember last time Becton was looked at as one of the best tackles in the National Football League. I don't remember that year, that time, that date when that happened. And they're barely paying Tyron Smith. I want y'all to see the breakdown on this contract. This is what they're talking about. First play time incentive and second play time incentive. If he plays 38% of the snaps, that's 750 bands. 44% of the snaps, 1.7. 50, 2.7. 56, 3.7. 62, 4.7. 68, 5.7. Second play time incentive, 74%, 1.2. 80%, 2.5. 86, 3.7. 92, 5. 68, 6.2. Right, so you're asking, what does this mean, Henny? Why you throwing these numbers out there? Why you throwing these numbers out there? Because of this. This is why I'm throwing the numbers out there. Tyron Smith played 71.5% of his snaps last year. Right. He didn't really get to that second number. So that means if the Dallas Cowboys had kept him, he would have made about $12 million this year on the same deal. If the Dallas Cowboys had gave him that same deal, he would have only made about 12. He would have only made about 12. Right? If he did exactly what he did last year, it comes down to basically $1 million increase. Because nobody believes Tyron Smith is going to play 17 games. Nobody believes he's going to play 17 games. So if he hit all the same plateaus in March that he did last year, we're talking about $1 million pay raise for Tyron Smith had he been a Dallas Cowboy. This is all they had to offer him. Because in the grand scheme of things, Tyron Smith was not going to play all 17 games. So this is what I'm saying. The Dallas Cowboys could have kept an all-pro top 5 left tackle for an extra $1 million had they just given him the contract and not acted like they were too sedity and good to pay an all-pro player. Because let me ask y'all a question. Regardless of what y'all feel about Tyron and moving on and all that other shit, what is a better offensive line? Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, whatever center you draft or pick up in free agency, Zach Martin and Terrence Steele, or Tyler Smith, TJ Bass, Brock Hoffman, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. Which one of those is a better offensive line? The offensive line you put out on the field last year is better than the offensive line you're going to have this year. And that should be an issue. And Queso, I'm already there. And that's the issue. Because they had 4 opportunities last year to play Tyron Smith at left tackle. And they failed in all 4 opportunities to do so. They failed at all 4 of those. That's all I'm saying. I need them to play Tyron Smith at left tackle. That's the only smart thing to do, football-wise. That's the only smart thing to do is to play him at left tackle. If anybody else is running their ass out there, whether it be a rookie, Awesome Richards, anybody else, that's roster malpractice, man. That is roster malpractice. My boy Chris Longstar said center in the draft, Bass left guard. My boy Numbhead Neal said, genuine question. Who would want to play for the Joneses with the way that they do everybody dirty as hell? I can't blame any player not wanting to come here for sure. Joneses are terrible. I mean, can anybody really blame the Dallas Cowboys players for leaving? Can anybody blame the Dallas Cowboys players for not taking pennies on the dollar to play for this incompetent ass front office? I mean, Queso, that's probably part of it too. They probably don't want to pay Tyler Smith left tackle money. All pro left guard money is already too much. Imagine if he goes out there and he becomes an all pro at the left tackle spot. Imagine what that bag looks like then. I'm not saying that's a foregone conclusion and that's why they're not doing it. But if it's their MO, no, they don't. Q-Dog. How many teams in the NFL publicly drag their players when it's time to negotiate contracts? Have the Dolphins thrown Tua under the bus during their contract negotiations at any point? At any point, have the Miami Dolphins thrown Tua under the bus during their contract negotiations? I just want to know. Because he's negotiating the contract right now. They're in contract talks right now. You don't hear a word about it. The Dallas Cowboys are the only team that wants you to perform at a Pro Bowl and All-Pro level and play for peanuts. They want you to perform like an All-Pro player, and they want to pay you like you're on the practice squad. The Dallas Cowboys are one of the few teams that believes it's a burden to have good players that you got to pay. Yeah, they had an extra $30 million. It's gone now. Really, they were already in the hole. And it helped. I mean, they definitely wouldn't have had somebody that Tua. They definitely, if Tua was being extorted, they wouldn't have the extorters on their radio. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't have, they wouldn't have did no shit like that. Like Dallas crazy, man. Dallas is crazy. Yeah, they were already in the hole when they got the extra 30. It just helped them get a little bit closer to being in compliance. Because remember, the big money savings were the Dak Prescott extension that has not happened yet, the CeeDee Lamb extension that has not happened yet, the Trayvon Diggs restructure that has not happened yet, the Zach Martin. Oh, they did Zach Martin, so he's off the list. So yeah, there's still 3 other big money moves the Dallas Cowboys are waiting for. You free up over $26 million extending Dak. You free up over $13 million extending CeeDee Lamb. You free up almost $8 million restructuring Terrence Steele. Restructuring Trayvon Diggs. and you free up almost $5 million restructuring Terrence Steele. So there's still switches the Dallas Cowboys can flip to get extra money. But at this point, what's the purpose? What is the purpose of the Dallas Cowboys clearing cap at this point when there's no longer premium free agents to sign? What does it matter now we clear cap space when there's no longer free agents to sign? The defensive tackles are gone. The high quality linebackers are gone. The best running backs are gone. I like Keenan Allen too, but they're cheap, man. They're cheap. They haven't paid CeeDee Lamb after having the best season of any Dallas Cowboy wide receiver in franchise history. They haven't paid CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb should have had his contract done. The damn ink should have been dried on it already. Disregard Dak Prescott. Y'all can feel what you want about Dak. But why is CeeDee Lamb contract not done? Why is a top 3 wide receiver not under contract right now? Because this is the cheapest you'll ever get CeeDee Lamb. If you give him a contract extension right now before Justin Jefferson signs or Jamar Chase signs, you'll be ahead of them boys. You ain't got to worry about the market reset. By the time all those other wide receivers sign their contracts, it'll be a bargain. It'll be a bargain. So why is CeeDee Lamb contract not done? Why is Micah Parsons contract not done? Are you really going to wait? Are you really going to wait for pass rushers to get $40 million for you to give Michael Parsons a contract? So there's already a pass rusher making over 30. A couple more of the top pass rushers signed, somebody's going to end up making 40. So are the Dallas Cowboys going to wait until there's a $40 million pass rusher to give Michael Parsons a contract? Are you going to sit in your hands and watch the market balloon again after already doing it with your quarterback? Are you going to sit and watch the market for the wide receivers balloon? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And remember, extensions are good because you save money. You save money on the front end. And when it's time to pay the high cap hits on the back end, the cap will have increased. So I really don't understand why they're penny pinching, why they're shopping at the Salvation Army. It's rough, man. Exactly. No CeeDee Lamb or Michael Parsons contract is odd. It's odd. Yeah, Jay Recruiter. In theory, Dak 60, Michael 40, CeeDee 30. Right? But remember, the APY is a lie. I need to be putting that. Let's put that in the comment box, shall we? APY is a lie. Because remember, your quarterback, Dak Prescott, was a $40 million a year quarterback that has not made $40 million in any singular season yet. In any singular season, Dak Prescott has not yet made $40 million, which is why you're going to owe him that 50-plus number this year, because the first 3 years of his contract, he was making peanuts on this extension. He made under $20 million against the cap the first 2 years of that contract, and he made under $30 million last year. But he's a $40 million a year quarterback, right? That's why I say the APY is a lie. It says $60 million on paper. You probably won't even see the $50 million cap hits until like year 3, year 4 on that extension. It says $30 million a year for CeeDee Lamb. You probably won't see a year where he hits over 30 mil to like the 3rd, 4th year of that contract. My boy said Gilmore wants to re-sign. Let's make him wait so he gets impatient and sign somewhere else. That's sad, bro. That's sad, bro. Imagine if he does go somewhere else and he continues to ball. Because remember, we're too late in the game to be talking about getting better than Stephon Gilmore. Those cornerbacks are already signed. They already on the roster. They already done found themselves a rental house to move their family down. You know what I'm saying? They done got the playbook. Like it's already a wrap. Those dudes are somewhere getting established right now. The guys that could be better than Gilmore. But you know what you can get? You can get worse than Stephon Gilmore. And that's the biggest issue. That's the biggest issue. So I thought I read a report that Gilmore went to B-more. Now, Stephon Gilmore is still a free agent. He has not signed with any team at this point. But you know, doesn't mean that won't change. Because he wants to come back to Dallas, but he's weighing his options. If other teams have a better plan for him or offer him more money, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. Yeah, I saw the Patriots wanted him back. So that's the thing, man. Like, the Dallas Cowboys can sit around, sit on their hands, play footsie and shit, wait for everything to dry up. But realistically, it's already over with for free agency. We need to be asking who the hell we can trade for. Because improving your team in free agency, that time has passed. You can get people that were around the same what you had, and you can get people that were worse. Because at this point, everybody that's really available is either older, they're in their 30s, they got an injury history, or they just not that good. Those are the three classifications of players that are available. Old, hurt, not that great. That's all I'm saying. The guys that you could have improved your team with, they're gone. So, hey, if y'all want to talk about trades, one week, we can do that. If y'all want to get ready to move closer to free agency, to the draft, we can talk about that. But it's over with for free agency, man. The biggest thing that might come out of free agency for the Dallas Cowboys, right? The biggest thing that's going to probably come out of free agency for us is the Dak extension, the CeeDee Lamb extension, if they happen, of course, right? If that happens. But signing guys and helping to make the team better, I don't see it, bro. Levante David would have been a nice, cheap, productive linebacker. Nope, can't do it. They waited too late, bro. They waited too late. So it is what it is, man. So yeah, man, don't let these folks try to bully you and trying to be fake positive. Or listen, they can dick ride the front office on their own. They don't need y'all help to do it. Let them be delusional. Let them lube up and ride Jerry Jones into the sunset of that what they want to do. That's their prerogative. But y'all are grown as hell. Tell them to fuck themselves if they don't like your attitude about it. Yeah, don't let these folks bully y'all into trying to be positive and shit. Fuck all that. Front office ain't did a damn thing. They've added one player. They retained backups and practice squad level guys. And they've lost starters and key contributors. We're not finna sit here and sell. Don't let them tell you dreams. Don't let them tell you it's only March. Tell them what their solution is with the resources that are left. What is the real solution with the resources that are left? Fuck that, it's just March stuff. Tell them, name the players that will make your team better than what they were in 2023. And then ask them how to get them on the team. That's all I ask. Don't just tell them boys that it's March. Oh, it's March. Y'all don't know something. No. Stop it. Be real with the fan base, man. Be real with the fan base. Call it how you see it and keep it real. Don't give them no fluff stuff. Let them know this look like some old bullshit. Let them know that. Let them know. But yeah, man, it's a wrap. It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. On the way out, please continue to hit that like button. Help the algorithm. Please continue to hit that share button. Get this video and this content in front of more eyeballs, man. Please continue to slap the shit out the front office because they deserve it for their incompetence and how they've been handling our team. He said, go get Vita Vea. I would love that. And hey, make sure y'all hit that Cash App or that Super Chat on the way out, man. Make sure y'all support the raffle. This is the last one we're going to have for a while. $ Henny the Moore. Or you can hit the Super Chats or the Super Stickers, man, if you want to support the liquor store. But yeah, man, no more fake positivity. The Dallas Cowboys have done absolutely nothing. Hold on, let me get my boy A-Game's Super Chat on the way out, man. Salute to my boy A-Game for the $5 Super, man. My brother said, Henny, what's your best case scenario for the Cowboys and what's the worst? And what's one trade you do right now? Perfect. Thank you for the $5 Super, man. They got you entered to the raffle. The best Dallas Cowboys do what they do every year. The best case scenario for this team is to win 9 to 12 games and lose first round of the playoffs or second round of the playoffs. That is what this football team has done consistently, the past 3 years. The past 3 years of what the Dallas Cowboys have done consistently is lose in the first round or the second round, right? So that's what I'm feeling right now. The issue is you're a worse team than you have been, right? Currently, you might miss the playoffs. You might be an 8-win team because some of those close games you would have won before. You ain't got the horses to pull them out no more. Some of those defensive stops and some of those turnovers you used to get, the change momentum of the game, you might not get them no more. With Dan Quinn being gone, being a new defensive scheme, having different players. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no guarantee, especially with the way that this roster is currently constructed, that you'll even win those 9 to 12 games. You could be significantly worse. As for a trade I would make, my boy T. Foster said 6 and 11. Ugh. I think 9 and 8 is closer to it. Because I still got to account for the all-pro players that we do got left. But we still got an all-pro quarterback and an all-pro wide receiver. We got a Pro Bowl level tight end. We're going to have some questions along the offensive line, but Dak Prescott can navigate pressure. He's played with abysmal offensive lines, and he's been pretty damn good navigating pressure, avoiding sacks, getting the ball out, et cetera, et cetera. So, I'm closer to 8 and 9, 9 and 8 than I am to 6 and 11. I can see us being 8 and 9. I can see us being 9 and 8. But the more people we lose and the less talent that we add, it gets harder for me to believe that we'll win 12 games or win 11 games. You play 9 playoff teams from last year. You have 9 games against teams that made the playoffs last year. Then some of the teams that missed the playoffs will have their rosters back. The Bengals missed the playoffs. They got Joe Burrow back. You'll be playing them. There'll be a playoff team this year, more than likely. So, yeah, man. But as for a trade that I would make right now, let me see. Let me see. Because I don't even have a good candidate right now. I don't even have a good candidate right now for a trade. I doubt it's realistic because I think DeForest Buckner just signed a massive contract, so I doubt it's realistic. But I would throw some picks at the coach to see if I could pry DeForest Buckner away from them. DeForest Buckner is one of the best defensive tackles in the National Football League. He gives you Aaron Donald vibes. He's not quite that dominant, but he definitely will make an impact on this team. But I don't really have like a list of people I just need to trade for. I hope the Dallas Cowboys trade for. But yeah, I don't really have one. I don't have the answer for who you could possibly trade for. I'm gonna have to do the research and come back to y'all on that one. But just off the top of the head, somebody like that, a defensive tackle that's a game changer. My boy said Stephon Diggs. I still think we win the East because of Dak, and the Jones is gonna pay Dak out the ass. We can only hope, bro. We can only hope, my brother. But yeah, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for everything. Dan Burke, what's up, bro? Thank you for tapping in. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head out. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out, the share button on the way out. Slap Stephen Jones beside the head on the way out. Hit the Cash App or the Super Chat on the way out, man. If you want to enter for this raffle on the screen to have an opportunity to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey. So he said 12-hour stream one day. One day. It won't be anytime this week. I got some family stuff to take care of. But hey, I might do a 3 or 4 hour stream one day to see how that goes. It's all good. Just watch us on the replay, brother. It's still gonna be fire content, and I'll still be able to see the comments you leave on YouTube, and I'll spin the block on y'all. So if you're just now coming in and you missed the show, catch me on the rewind, and I will respond to your comments you leave on the video after it's over, man. But peace, God bless. I'm gonna get at y'all later, man.